Yeah, I train with quite a few guys. I have, friends usually. I haven't ridden there recently, but I used to ride with James, Stewart, and Malcolm quite a bit. Grew up with those guys and grew up riding together. When I'm in California, I ride Brock Tickle a lot, and then obviously teammates Josh Grant and Cody Mackey when he was filling in. Usually, always kind of riding, doing some training with your teammates a little bit, and but yeah, you're always kind of it's fun to work out with somebody else, and it's boring by yourself. Of course.
All right,
We wouldn't be here without you guys. So. My idol growing up was Jeremy McGrath when I was younger. When I started riding in '94 or '95. So that was right when Jeremy was kind of in his, not even in his prime yet probably, but obviously was dominating everything. So definitely looked up to him and looked up to RC quite a bit. My family wouldn't be here without them. Obviously, my mom and dad. I have an older sister that was always supportive. A younger brother that's here too. That races also. So wouldn't be here without them. Some of my first sponsors early on. Started riding for Team Green when I want to say like 8 or 9 years old. I was a Fox gear, kind of head to toe gear guy. Pretty much my whole life since I was 7 or 8 years old. So those are kind of my first few. I don't, not bragging, but for me, I guess that was maybe a little easy. My very first year of racing was '94, '95, and my first year, I didn't make it to Loretta's, but it was like first year tried and first year of even riding. The second year was my second year of riding under my belt on a Cobra 50, 7 or 8 years old, and got, I think, third overall my first year at Loretta's. So kind of, I guess it came a little easy besides that first year, and kind of was always right there. So something that came natural to me, I guess. Oh yeah, get nervous every time. I think if you weren't having fun and like as much work as we put into it, as a team, with everybody and then myself, you put so much work into it that that's like your one opportunity to go show it. We put in hours during the week and we get 20 laps to show it. So definitely nervous before each one just because you put so much into it. So you want to have a good result, but it's the fun part of it too, the butterflies and dealing with it and everything. So it's every time, no matter if you're at a local race or at a Supercross. So. Um, the hardest part is probably, I guess the most not so fun part would probably be just the traveling a little bit. I like traveling a lot. I like going to different places, but it gets every weekend we're going, and always seems like we're waiting in a line, whether it's waiting in line at the airport to check in, or through security, or to get on the plane, or to get your car, or to get your hotel. That's kind of the bummer side of it, but I'll take that all day over over a regular job. And obviously we put in a lot of hard work on and off the bike, so it's fun though. I don't really try to consider it a job because that's what I love to do. So keep it fun. Uh, where we're at here in Daytona is probably one of my favorite supercrosses. Anaheim won. There's nothing else like it because everyone's been off for a few months and new gear, new bike, new teams. People try or say that they're all re-energized for the new year, but ends up everybody kind of up in the same boat. But that's a hard one to beat. But Supercross probably Daytona besides Anaheim, and outdoors. I look forward to Redbud every year. That track's awesome. They do a great job there. The competing part. I mean, it's fun doing the jumps and everything, but for us, we do it so much and put so much time in practicing that we pretty much can jump this stuff with our eyes closed most of the time. Every once in a while, there's something that they throw at us, but so that's kind of you're trying to just get around as fast as you can. But just the competing part, you go out there, you give it your all, you see where you're at, and you just want to kind of work that week and get try to do better the next week. Just bettering yourself is kind of what keeps me going. Being back in the Kawasaki is awesome. Riding for Jeff is an awesome opportunity. Really thankful for it. He's, the whole team is great, and Jeff has so much knowledge and everything, just experience with all he does, that brings a lot to the table, and he's willing to help and easy to talk to, so that's good. And being on Cowie's is awesome. Like I said, I was Team Green Rider since I was like 8 years old, so had a few years on a Yamaha there, and so it's good to be back on the Cowie's and kind of back at home there. As a little kid, I wanted it. Even right from the beginning, I looked up to Jeremy McGrath, so I wanted to be like him. But it kind of came reality when I think I was 12 years old. I won the U.S. Open. They have the 80 class at the U.S. Open, and I won all 4 motos that weekend. So that was when I was 12 or 13, and I was racing on the same track with Ricky Carmichael and guys like that, and I think Jeremy McGrath raced, and so for me it was like, obviously I wasn't racing with him, but on the same track, and I won, dominated the weekend, so it was kind of like, did interviews with Ricky Carmichael, and just doing stuff like that was like, man, this is what it's like, so I kind of got that little taste of it there, and kind of that, been striving for that, ever since.
All right, that's going to wrap up our 10 questions with Kyle Chisholm. Kyle, thanks for your time.
Yeah, thanks guys.